Broadcasting from Studio 300 on Cal Poly's campus, you're watching Mustang News.
Good evening, Mustangs. Today is Wednesday, November 5th. I'm Julian Del Gaudio, and Mustang News starts now. A new restaurant in San Luis Obispo is now open. The worldwide chain Buffalo Wild Wings opened its doors on Monday, November 3rd, replacing the Taco Bell off Madonna Road. They kicked off their grand prize opening with a prize of free buffalo wings for a year for the first 100 customers in line. General Manager Casey Solorio says the first few days have been a success so far.
At night, the line is out the door, whether it's takeout or there's an hour and a half wait. People are just waiting to give us a try. It's awesome.
The restaurant has 71 big screen TVs playing sports at all times and holds viewing parties for big events. If college students are looking for a cheap meal, Tuesdays are 60-cent wings and Thursdays are 65-cent wings, with happy hour from 2 to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. every day. But Solorio says Buffalo Wild Wings is not just about coming in for the food.
It's all about the experience. It's not the typical restaurant where you're just there to eat. You're here for more than just the wings and the beers, for the entire experience that you receive.
140 employees have been hired so far, but they are still looking to hire more. You can apply online at buffalowildwings.com. A new trend is raising awareness for a healthier way of life.
I think because we live in an age of technology and everyone's always on their smartphones, their electronic devices, and we've also moved towards wanting to be healthier people, wanting to exercise more. If you combine those two aspects, it really helps just the consumer track their eating or how much they exercise, and then they can become better people because of it.
Nutrition and fitness tracking apps are starting to grow in popularity around college campuses. Cal Poly students are discovering new ways these apps are helping them in the now.
I just got out of class and we talked about an application that you can download on your phone that tracks how much water you drink so you stay hydrated, and if you don't enter it, the water consumption that you drink, maybe it beeps you and it reminds you to stay hydrated, because a lot of people don't realize that they're not intaking as much water as they should. So applications like that where it just like buzzes or reminds you or beeps you, like tells you, hey, drink your water.
Studies have shown these resources have improved knowledge of healthy living and weight loss amongst college students.
The advantage of tracking is like I can set goals and work towards them and see whether I surpassed my goals or didn't make my goals, and then I can look back on previous weeks and like how I'm feeling, like, oh yeah, I only got to work out twice this week compared to I got to work out 4 days last week.
Brandon works out regularly and from time to time recognizes the commitment it takes to log his fitness.
Yeah, it definitely takes a little extra time at the end of the workout, or extra time at the end of the week, putting in all that information. But it's just kind of whether you see it as useful to yourself or not, and whether you want to take the time to do it. And I find benefits in it. So.
Sam Doty, Mustang News.
The number of tracking applications for smart devices could become more common with the increased demand for wearable technology. Thousands of monarch butterflies are migrating to Pismo Beach. The butterflies travel south to California's central coast in what's called overwintering to keep warm during the winter. A big population has settled in a butterfly grove in Pismo Beach. The most recent count shows there are 4,000 to 6,000 monarchs in Pismo at the moment, but will reach up to 40,000 at a time in mid-December. The butterflies will remain in Pismo Beach Elk Grove until February, when overwintering ends and they head back up north. And now on to weather for this Wednesday. It hit a high of 88. But eventually cooling down at night with a low of 52 and no clouds or winds. So making a great night to stargaze. Thursday morning will heat up with a high of 84 and remain clear, eventually hitting a low of 54 with winds up to 6 miles per hour. So make sure to bundle up out there if you're headed out tomorrow night. The rest of the weekend will be in the mid-80s with chilly temperatures at night, so whatever your weekend plans are, make sure they include a sweater at some point. And that about wraps it up for Mustang News this Wednesday. You can tune into our weekly half-hour broadcast that's on Charter Channel 19, UHTV Channel 4.2, Campus Channel 4.1. You can also find constant broadcast coverage on mustangnews.net. Have a great day, Cal Poly.